calma y mi risa. Bailaremos en Hawái bajo el atardecer, los dos juntos, nunca deja de querer. Las olas cantan con nuestro latir. Ven, tómame de la mano y vamos a vivir. Traigo café por la mañana, dulce sabor de nuestra vida temprano. Eres la razón de mi mayor alegría. Mi amor, te espero, sabes que eres mi vida. Dame tu mano, juntos avanzamos. Bailaremos en Hawái bajo el atardecer, los dos juntos, nunca deja de querer. Las olas cantan con nuestro latir. Ven, tómame de la mano y vamos a vivir. Bailaremos en Hawái bajo del atardecer, los dos juntos, nunca deja de querer. Las olas cantan con nuestro latir. Ven, tómame de la mano, vamos a vivir. Bailaremos en Hawái bajo del atardecer. Cuando el sol brille y la luna sonríe, mi corazón late por ti, mi vida. Míralo como entra al cuarto, luego me habla. Tan dulce cada palabra de sus labios. Es como miel, sé que me ama. Escucha cómo canta y toca su guitarra. La forma que trata a su familia es chistoso. Sé que me ama. Aunque nuestra vida ha sido complicada, será sus besitos, sabor a miel, será su sonrisa, los que me provocan y me vuelve loca, los que me provocan y me vuelve loca. No sé qué será lo que tiene ese hombre que me vuelve loca. Cuando se me acerca mi corazoncito tú. Cuando el sol brille y la luna sonríe, mi corazón late por ti, mi vida. Sabes que el amor es como el viento, con cada respiro quiero sentir tu aliento. Eres mi sol, mi calma y mi risa. Bailaremos en Hawái bajo el atardecer, los dos juntos, nunca deja de querer. Las olas cantan con nuestro latir. Ven, tómame de la mano y vamos a vivir.
Saludos. Welcome everybody. Thank you for being here on this beautiful Tuesday. We are here in Sarah's Tejano. We have a great artist tonight. We're gonna have Miss Crissy E. You guys, if you guys haven't heard Crissy E, you got it. You got to her new song that's out there. She has a new song coming up. I mean, I heard so much good things with that other song that she had. Bailamos. You guys heard it right now, Miss Crissy E. I'm not gonna let you wait any longer. I'm gonna go ahead and bring her in so we can get to know a little bit about her. Salud, Miss Crissy. Welcome to Serious Tejano.
Aloha, everybody. How are you? It's Crissy here. Thank you for having
Yes,
me. Thank you so much for the invite. I greatly appreciate it. And I greatly appreciate being here with everybody else that's going to join.
yes. Saludos to Ms. Norma, Mr. Joliel being out there. We have so many
Saludos y muchos besos.
guests and so many people on. Thank you guys for tuning in. Yes. If you got a little bit of Miss Crissy, I'm gonna let Crissy kind of introduce herself a little bit, give a little bit of her background and stuff, so everybody gets to know her. Our area, I've said it before in our interviews, it's hard for new artists or some of the established artists to come this way because we stay constantly with the same artists in this area. But you guys, this is why we do what we do. We try to give a different platform for a lot of the new artists and for the established artists as well. This station is to try to let yourself to be noticed a little bit more than what you already are. I always say that we try to do it different than everybody else. We at least try, right? We all try to do something and to help the artist. But Miss Crissy, I'm gonna not talk too much about that, but I'm gonna talk a little bit about you. I was trying to learn some Hawaiian words and
Like
nunca
mahalo.
se me hizo. So I know you guys say a lot. You guys said it some words on the comment on the post that I put earlier. I want to know, how do you say thank you for being in my show in Hawaiian?
Mahalo no oi.
Oh, I'm not even gonna try because as it is, I get
So
tongue twisted.
corrects me, right? And
Mm-hmm.
he's like, no, it's oi. And I'm like, oi. I know it's like almost like Spanish. Okay, mahalo no oi, And he's like,
Mahalo maloi.
and there's like, he knows all the bad words. He he gets people in trouble with all the bad words. And then like, of course, aloha means hello and goodbye.
Yes,
Um,
you see that in a lot of the movies, guys.
uh, when you say somebody has piojos, you say ukus. They call them ukus.
Wow, cuckoos, ándale. For all your piojosos cuckoos
they,
out
they
there.
call them hanabatas. I don't
And
know why, but they call them hanabatas.
wow, that's it's beautiful. All the languages there is out there, and to
Yes,
learning them all, I mean, learning some of them, it's like wow, the creativity of the language, right?
yes. My husband's originally raised and born in Hawaii. And,
Wow, nice.
this music, we combined the two cultures. And that's
Mm-hmm.
was actually his idea. And I tell everybody this, and I give props to where it's supposed to be the credit. He
Mm-hmm.
that was like, you know what? Let's try to implement Hawaiian and Tejano together. At first,
Yes.
I was like, no, I don't think, no, you don't want to do this. No. And I was like, he goes, just try it. It doesn't hurt. So that's when Adikta Ati came upon my very first Hawaiian Tejano song. And everybody loved it. Cause
Yes.
like, let's say, for instance, if I go somewhere and I tell them, okay, I'm a Tejano artist. I do Hawaiian and I implement Hawaiian and Tejano together. And they're like curious. And they're like, nah, how? And I was like, there's a way. You just get the Hawaiian instruments, implement it with the Tejano music, and and there's we raised a little baby, a Tejano.
True. It's true.
So that's
You
our,
know.
so that's,
Yes.
yeah. So my husband does all that. Like he's very creative when it comes to the instrument parts. And he tells the engineer, "Hey, let's implement the steel drums. Hey, let's implement the ukulele." Yeah,
Wow, that's great. So, is your husband also a musician himself?
he performs like for there's a Hawaiian group here. They do like hula and
Okay.
Pacific Islanders, and he does the I think he does like the snare drums for them because they're just
Okay.
beat for the snare drums. So
Mm-hmm.
they perform like at the shrimpery and stuff like that. So he's been in it for years. I want to say he started doing that back in 2018, 2017.
Yes.
Uh, and so then my daughters, they used to do hula dancing.
Wow.
I tried it and it is a great exercise, but you get tired. The way they tell you you have to bend your knees, you have to do this, and you have to do that. It's like really strictly when it comes
Wow.
to dancing hula. And
Mhm.
I tried it like 1 week and I'm like, I can't do this. No, not for me. I'm sorry. I could check my hips like Shakira. I said, but I ain't gonna do all of that.
No, you see a lot of that, Hawaiian dance and stuff in certain movies and stuff, and you're like, man, I bet you they have to exercise a lot just to keep, moving their hips and the whole exercise and their legs and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
and I mean, I've had friends that go to Hawaii and they're like, man, it's beautiful, tan hermoso. It's like it's a different, like any place you go to, like Mexico, like South America, anywhere you go besides the United States, right? Any new location, you're gonna feel like it's different. The environment itself, the air, like it's just fresh. They felt Hawaii was so fresh at the time, and when all those fires happened in Hawaii, I think if I'm not mistaken, my niece was out there, but she was in a different island, but she said it was like kind of devastating hearing and seeing a lot of them go through that, whatever they went through with the whole fires and losing homes. I mean, I'm pretty sure, I know Hawaii is a big place for our whole military. It's a military base town as well.
I heard,
But I know some areas got more damaged than others, and uh, I hope they're able to rebuild, to all the people from Hawaii and anybody that has family out there. I hope they were able to recover whatever they could. I know it's devastating when you lose a home like that, especially like that.
yes, I mean they were devastated. My husband has family throughout the whole islands in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
So he had phone calls and kind of they were sad because they lost their homes and some were close to losing their homes and stuff like that. So yeah, but it's beautiful. Other than that, it's like paradise. You go,
Yes.
the water's so clear, like
Yes.
to your feet, you can see everything. You can see the fishes, the coral, everything. And I know a couple of people have already tried going, or they've already gone to Hawaii, like, and they come back and they don't want to. They're like, oh my god, that's a beautiful experience.
Mhm.
So yeah, so we tell anybody and everybody, hey, if you know us, and you're out there, you need to know something or ask questions about it or something, let us hit us up and we'll let you know.
That's so awesome that you're able to you do that yourself, Miss Chrissy. And it's very hard to find people that offer to help other people that are like other Tejanos or other just people that know you as they're your fans or whatever, to reach out to you and stuff like that. It's beautiful to see you're able to give back like that, and it's thank you for doing that. I mean, not a lot of people se presta así, they offer their service like that, but thank you for doing that. So, Miss Chrissy, on the music that you've been doing, you really talked about that you tried to put the flair of some Hawaiian, instruments and all that stuff. When you make this music and stuff, is it something you produce yourself that you've written, or something that you've you know this producer, you reach out to him, he gives you a song, and you guys just mesh with it and put it together and make a beautiful beat?
Well, the song Bailaremos Pronto, I came up with that song. That's
Okay.
that's the first song that I've ever written because I have that writer's block. But that one, I wrote it. That was inspired actually by my husband. Yeah, he had knee surgery, and my husband
Okay.
loves to dance. You'll find us at salsa, dancing, reggaeton, you name it. He's always on the dance floor. Even without me, he dances by himself. I felt bad for him because he had knee surgery, and I was like, God, this is gonna take forever for the recovery. Knee replacement. You know, me. And he was like looking very sad, and I was kind of we thought, morning, I would go nowhere, do nothing, and I was bored. I was fine. I was like, no gigs, no nothing. So, to keep him company, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just see if I can. I'm gonna try and write a song, because
Mhm.
I mean, how hard could it be? It's like writing a.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write a song about my husband. He needs to hurry. I'm gonna tell him to hurry up and get. He needs to hurry up and get well so that we can start dancing again. But this time, I'm gonna tell him, let's go so we can go to Hawaii and start dancing.
Yes.
Every word that I used in there was describing my husband, like our relationship, where it says, te traigo café por la mañana. So I miss
Yes.
that every morning. I'm not lying to you. I can be in bed and he'll bring me coffee. That's his kind of love language, you know.
Wow.
I implemented that. Like I missed him, waking up in the morning and bringing me coffee, waking me up. Just every time he wakes up, he plays Hawaiian music.
Mm.
And he'll be cooking breakfast and stuff like that. So I'm like, wow, and I missed all I was like, man, did I take him for granted? But now he's okay. He's recovering and he's a lot better. He can't dance, but he's good, you know. And we'll go if we go places, if we go to a club or something and he's just standing there and people see me dancing now, by myself, and they're like, do you need a dance partner? I was like, no, I have my husband. And then they're like, how come he's not dancing with you? That's rude. I was like, he had a knee replacement, okay? Don't start with my husband, please.
Yes. So I have somebody asking, Miss Rosie, asking, how long have you been in the Tejano music?
Okay, so professionally, it's 3 years.
Okay.
Yes, and I still consider myself as a new rise up and new artist because I learn new things every day.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
But
Miss Crissy, I when I first saw you come out, I think it was like a year ago, or I don't know where you were, that I was able to catch a glimpse of you, and I think it was on
tell
Premios Mundial, out there in San Antonio, and I was
yeah,
out. It was actually 2 years ago. I was with my best friend out there, and she was able to attend the award show,
huh?
and we were out there, and I don't know what song they put, and I'm like, "Who's that?"
It was
And when
called
they told me, and then I was all like, "Wow!" Like you don't like I said, you don't really hear a lot of the new artists in our area. It's always stuck to the same ones like David Lee Garza, Jay Perez, all those, like, and it's fine. Of course we know they've paid the way, like they say, they've paid the way and stuff like that. But artists like you guys, with the rhythm, the beats that you guys come up with now, and I mean, it's what is now, and that's what I've seen some of your music. You always are playing, or the music you've put out is what it is now. And like I told you a little story. I have cousins that were out at the beach for spring break, and they were playing your song. And why they're playing your song? Because it's a beat that it is now. It's within Tejano, like the reggae, like it has everything mixed what it should be, like a cumbia type of tropical type of song. And I really really love that song. That is one of my favorite songs. I I know you got on and I was jamming to it. So
thank you.
yes, that is a really really good song. I love what you're doing with it. I love how you're meshing the Hawaiian Hawaiian type of sound, and like just keeping to the roots of your husband and what you've known, and embracing it into your Tejano as well. And it's beautiful, beautiful how you're making it mesh. And whoever is your producer, they're doing a really, really good job as well, and making it sound the way it is being sounded, and the way it's being recorded and mastered.
Yes. Well, I want to take the time to thank my producer, which is Mariano Herrera. Um,
Mhm.
awesome, awesome job. Sometimes I get a little upset, but then at the end, it comes it comes out.
Yes. It's okay. With all artists get mad somehow, some way, and they always make beautiful music.
Yeah. So my husband said that him and my husband said they're gonna get me mad more often so that I actually had a little this the last song that that I recorded just Sunday. I
Mm-hmm.
was upset. They both got me upset, and I was so mad that my voice came out like really strong, really different. It's gonna be a little bit shocking to everybody. It's not my norm, a Hawaiian and Tejano. So yeah, and then so then after that, I was done with it and I was happy with the outcome. And Mariana was like, "Whoa, where did them vocals come from?" I said, "I'm mad.
Yes.
Sing with all my heart."
That's so, it's beautiful when you you create beautiful music. And then and I mean, I've seen, like I said, I've had a best friend that does that, and I've seen a lot of artists that post their videos on what they're doing and stuff like that. um but being in the studio is different when you're home and just kind of writing and stuff, because in the studio you can write in the studio as well, but it doesn't come natural to you,
Yeah.
because at home you're like embracing it all. I think it's just where you're at is how you're able to like write down and interpret what you're really feeling, because in the studio you're just in the studio listening to beats and or the music or whatever, but you're not, the concentration it is not the same. And I hear a lot of people like yourself, how can you say, like, does everything that you see here sometimes can you interpret to it to be, man, I'm that noise, I need to put it into a song? Or do you find little things that you want to use in your music?
Yes. So
Awesome.
my Hawaiians, my
You want to give
Hawaiian
us an
Tejano.
example of one?
Hmm. My Hawaiian Tejano music. That's how it was. I was inspired by that because my husband listens to Hawaiian music, but it's Hawaiian pop. Like it's more. How
Yes.
can I say? It's not like your, how is it called? Like old fashioned Hawaiian.
Mm-hmm.
Hearing the Hawaiian pop and the island reggae style,
Mm-hmm.
that inspired me to implement it in my Tejano. So the reason I say it's Tejano because we keep all the Tejano instruments,
Mm-hmm.
including the accordion, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And then he comes in and he puts the ukulele, the steel drums, the cowbell, you name it, and
Yes,
that's
yes.
fine.
Mm-hmm. So, um, I wanted to. Well, they put it on here. Who was your inspiration? Who inspired you? Who? How can you say you got yourself into it? Did you see somebody, or did somebody like you always looked up to this Tejano artist, or it doesn't have to be Tejano? Any artist that's in the music. Who was the one that you could say, man, I want to do or be at their level? You know, let my career take off, and I want to be at that level.
Well, growing up, I'm an '80s baby, so I would always listen to like Madonna, um, Cyndi Lauper, Michael Jackson. So my dad had built a picnic table,
Mm-hmm.
top of that picnic table, and I would pretend like I was in Star Search. I was in like Johnny Canales show. I would I was in Domingo show, like, and then like I would get inspired from all the other artists that would come out in Domingo show, Johnny Canales, um, Star Search, and I want to be like them. But my
Mm-hmm.
inspiration was Yolanda del Rio. Her
Wow.
was so beautiful. My older sister would listen to her music like every day. So which like I used to know all the words of her song, in the cassette player, and I knew which song was gonna come up next. So yeah, that was my biggest inspiration was Yolanda and Rio, you know. And for Tejano, I would say of course everybody says Selena, and Elsa Gas,
Mm-hmm.
you have Shelly Lares,
Mm-hmm.
legendary artists as well.
Yes, yes. And you fall in that category because of the way you have beautiful vocals. You really do. You have a beautiful sound. It's strong. It's out there, and you like I can say you can fit in that category as them too, and just keep working. Like I know a lot of people get discouraged. They're like, man, I've seen so many women that can sing their lungs out, but they don't get the notice. They don't notice them, or like whatever it may be. But keep working. It's all about just working. I always say, like, award doesn't identify you. Award just shows you, oh, you've done, able to, you've paid your way enough to get the accomplishments you've done. It's an award, right? But to me, I I'm not an artist, but I don't know how you would feel since you're the artist. I love seeing when I go to concerts and the connection and love that the fans get when they're playing their their favorite song, and they like, I see a lot of artists feed off of that, and it's beautiful to see that, and that's not an award. That's something that you get from the fans, that's your award. To me, that's your award. If you're able to capture their heart, capture that moment with them, that's the award you should, like, to all these artists. That's the award you should want to reach out to, is reaching out to those people that might be going through a rough time, but they listen to you, and it's like they forget all their problems, and
That's how, like, when I do other music, of other artists, that's how I feel. Like, if I'm down and out and I listen to a song, I'm like, oh my God, yes, I like this song. And all my problems go away. And I'm like, wait, wasn't I sad right now or mad?
yes. So you being in the music, what motivates you? What keeps you still, like, wanting to do it? What's your drive? What keeps you driving to it?
My motivation is to leave a legacy for my girls,
Mm-hmm.
family. I want them to continue in remembering me, if anything happens to me, if I get old and, pass on, I want them to carry that legacy, and that, I want them to be like, my mom did it. My mom did it. Why can't I? Or my grandkids and my great grandkids, for them to be like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, that was my grandma on the radio.
Do you still get goosebumps when you hear your songs?
I'm sorry.
Do you still get goosebumps when you hear your songs?
I just get excited. Like, if I'm in, like, if a radio station plays my music, or if I'm on, like, in the charts, I don't have to be top one. As long as I'm in there, number 7, number 10, it doesn't matter. I'm happy.
Yeah, I love that spirit of yours, and I say this to a lot of the females that always say, like, I just want, to be kind of seen. I don't care where I'm at, just as long as they, I'm getting, put out there and stuff like that. It's beautiful, hearing you say that, and I could see it. You're so humble. Like I said, Miss Crissy, thank you for doing this. I mean, we could talk about anything and everything. To all the fans that are out there, ask questions. I know our girls right now. Thank you for
Hi.
Ms. Rosie, Ms. Heather, Ms. Norma. Thank you for being on here. Uh, I did see Mr. Roy Arriega. Saludos. Mr. Joliel out there from Chicagoland area. Saludos to everybody that's on. I know sometimes you guys don't want to say or comment, or, like, if you're out there, go check out Miss Crissy E. Artists out there, a great artist with great vocals. I mean, beautiful spirit. I wish I could get an opportunity one day to catch you and be able to see you. I mean, I know we just had the gala, and I'm pretty sure a lot of artists weren't able to make it to the event. But if they were out there and we were able to connect with you guys, thank you so much for that. I know, Miss Crissy, have you ever made the gala ever before?
I did. As a matter of fact, last year I performed in Fanfare and I did the gala.
Okay.
I'm extremely busy. I'm getting a lot of things coming our way. I'm working on 2 music videos and 3 more new songs. Oh, 3 music. Because my manager just told me 3. I thought, but he keeps on putting more and more. And then I have 2 other songs that I have to work on. So it's a lot, So it's a lot busy. So my manager, which is my husband, if you all want a little sample of my brand new song that came out on Sunday, that I just played vocals on Sunday. So,
So they have to reach out to your manager / husband.
Wants to know if you want to hear it. He wants to hear.
Oh, if you want to give us a sneak peek, we never say no to that.
Hit them hearts. Tell them, hit them hearts.
Yes.
Y'all want for me to show y'all a new song, you got to hit the hearts. but it's just a sneak peek.
Okay.
You got all them hearts.
Yes, you guys gotta love the.
Share,
Give us
share.
whatever color heart you want to put. Give us a heart.
You want to bring it over here real quick? Are they going to be able to hear it?
There it is. Oh my God. You know what? I got some Selena vibes off of that.
Somebody else told me that too. Right?
Yes, and hi, what is that song? I think you even put it on your video when you did the on Facebook, and I was like, yes, it sounds like that one.
Somebody told me that one that I put on Facebook or on dancing. They said, "Oh, that's a pretty song. That's a good song." And I'm like, "That's not my song. That's Selena's song."
Well, you're gonna hit it off the park with that one because that sounds kind of like with a little bit of the Selena vibe, you know.
Dancing more, you know, Tejano more.
Yes.
Tejano. I get Jimmy
Yes.
vibes. I was like, yes, Jimmy Gonzalez was with me. I was mad that time, so my vocals came out more stronger. And
yes.
I'm Jimmy. You gotta help me with this. And you gotta help me with this. And Jimmy Gonzalez better help me.
No, it's really, really good. Thank you so much for doing that. You guys got a little sneak peek. If you weren't listening to it, you missed out. But if you catching us now and watching it here later in our interview, you guys, we got a sneak peek of Miss Crissy E's new song that's gonna come out. It should be coming out soon. Miss Crissy, do you have a date for it to be coming out, or are you guys still working on it?
We have a date. My manager has a date. He's being stingy right now. He doesn't want to really.
No problem. Anytime, sometime in April.
13th.
Okay, nice. You heard it here, guys. Look out for it on April. Great song. We heard a little piece of it. I really like it. You can't go wrong with those beats and the way you guys put it together. Thank you so much for doing that, Miss Crissy. You want to give us a little bit on how they can contact you in case they ever want to get you guys to go play somewhere? Do you have a full band, or what? How do you do performing?
I'm actually working on getting a full band.
Okay.
Contact my husband, which is my manager. His number and the email address is on the Crissy E page, Facebook. That's Crissye.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people will spell my name with CH. So Crissye. And I actually got that notarized today.
It's registered.
I'm registered, baby.
She finally got the blue check mark.
So I'm registered Tejano artist in the courthouse.
Wow, nice. That's really great. Congratulations on that.
Yeah. And I didn't know you were supposed to do that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Neither did I. This is a first for me.
Well, me too. And then I have all my songs are on all digital platforms. You can do it like my husband does. He has his Apple Radio, and he has all my songs are on there. The list of my songs. I have really good songs. I have a cover song of from Yolanda del Rio. She does it
Mhm.
mariachi. I do it a little bit cumbia style, and
Okay.
Bronco, one of Bronco's songs.
Mm.
You know how they have like the
Well, if you have it, send it to us, girl. We'll put it on rotation.
I so all together with my newest song is 8. I have 8 songs out there. So I'm working on another 3 so that I can have a whole CD, or a whole album.
Yes.
Heather wants me to tell a story about how I think I told y'all right that I was upset when I did this last song.
Yes.
I was mad
You
because
missed out, Heather. It was said in
oh,
the beginning.
they they were making me upset. They told me that I couldn't I was should have memorized my music, and I do memorize it. I practice all the time, but I
Mhm.
have a job. I have a job, my home, and then my music I have to juggle with. So yeah,
Don't worry, I do the same thing, Miss Crissy. I go in at work at 9, don't get out till 5 in the morning, and I'm always doing interviews during my work times, except today I'm off. But I totally feel you. You
yeah.
gotta juggle it all.
My engineers are like, "Did you memorize it?" And I'm like, "I got it," And then my husband's like, "You better memorize it because I pay for it." I
I did not sound like
understand.
that.
Anyway, I was like, "Oh,
Yes,
no."
mom, no.
Look, A and B, you got to see your way out, sir. I was kind of upset and hurt because I was like, "Oh, he's supposed to be on my side. Like, he's supposed she memorizes it, she does this and this and that." So then he was like, "Do you want to come back and lay your vocals?" I was like, "No, I'm gonna knock it off the ballpark. I just need to get over with. I need to get this over with because it's very hard to get into Freddie Records to record, because it's always busy."
Yes.
I've been hanging on to this song. Norma said, "You sound like Norma's brother." Yes, Salazar, Norma Salazar. We
They
bicker
said, tell John he's in trouble.
trouble.
Story of my life.
He's the story of my life. So then, and then they were like, "We're gonna go to the store. You figure it out. See if you can." I was like, "I already got it figured out. I don't need to practice. I got this. I got it." Like George Lopez does, right? Went to the store, los compadres. I went to the store, and I was left alone. And I was like, "Is there ghost here at Freddie Records? What's going on?" That was more in my mind than anything. I had experienced some ghost recently this past weekend in San Antonio, and
Oh, wow.
staying at. Yeah, that's another.
Oh,
It's scary.
what did we stay at? We stayed at a Wyndham's hotel, and I would never stay at a Wyndham's hotel ever again.
We were staying at Dory Hotel, Dory Hotel downtown.
The jury? Yes.
That was so scary. It was bad. So I was already traumatized by that. So when they left to the store and they left me there at Freddie Records by myself, I was like, "Oh, this is so scary," And then
And it's a dark room with just certain lights on.
yeah, he has like a dark room and it has like black lights in there. So the ghost, yeah. So then
Heather, the ghosts are scared of me.
they can help me. They can help me. Come on. So when they got back, Mariano's like, "Okay, you ready?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Are you sure you don't want to reschedule?" I said, Nope. I'm determined. Let me do it and get it over with. And I did it, and I just like my vocals I was upset, so they were like strong. I was like, "This is for you. This is for you."
Well, that's great. First take, boom, you hit it and you did it.
Normally, I normally don't get the first take. We're all like,
it's like La Bamba, 50 takes.
yeah, 50 takes like La Bamba. But this time I was so upset. I just wanted to get at it, be over with. I just want my song to be heard, and I just want to make everybody happy. So I was like, "Okay, let's." So then he was like in shock, and my husband goes, "Wow, you did good." Talk to me. Don't talk to me.
You're like, are we done here? I want to go home. Are we done?
But I do want to thank Freddie Records and Freddie Martinez, for giving me that opportunity to
Yes.
out of there. I'm not their artist. I'm not signed with them. I just record out of there.
Yeah. and it's beautiful that they do lend their studios for artists like yourself and other artists, and it's beautiful because it gives you a, a thrive to want to like keep working and be able to maybe get signed by somebody or you know,
Uh,
a lot
yeah,
of the people are independent, and I'm pretty sure you are yourself.
I love
And
it.
yes, you know, and it's good because you get to do what you want. You
Hmm.
get to pick and choose what you want to put out there. Um, while we're on this topic, Miss Chrissy, I know you've done other soft music. Do
Hmm.
you just stick to the Tejano like type of like cumbia or do you put any rancheras or mariachi? Because you have within between those two genres of like musics that you can use your vocals because that's how beautiful your
I
vocals
have
are.
one out there. It's called Te Ego Me Olvido. Uh,
Oh, okay.
so I have 3 songs that are written by Beto Ramon, and he wrote Te Ego Me Olvido. He wrote Me Vuelve Loca, and he wrote this one, Ya No Pierdes Más Tu Tiempo, which is a new one now. I wrote
Wow.
Pronto, and then Adicta a Ti, my very first Hawaiian Tejano. Uh, what was his name? It's been a while. That's why. Uh, Isaac Rodriguez wrote that one. He's from the Three Rivers, I think, or Mathis. Um,
Okay.
that one, and then Se Que Me Ama. I did that one. I had to rearrange the lyrics to some of the songs because it's Hawaiian. The dialect is different.
Okay.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
had everything.
Did you get mad?
And that one too, I got mad at him on that one too. He says, "I'm
Yeah,
always."
he remembers the songs you've gotten mad at him, so he'll always remember those. So but no, Miss Chrissy, you know, it's beautiful to hear the journey you've done. If you could work with somebody in the Tejano industry or just in general, who would you want to do work with? Like make a song with?
Collaboration.
Yeah, like calibration or like even go record with them if you haven't gotten the pleasure to do it, but want to do a song with them or stuff like that.
I have a collaboration coming soon. Um,
Well, I think Heather already threw it out there because she posted it.
Aloha.
That
Yes.
cold water.
That is no secret no more. Heather already said we're working on something.
Heather and I were doing a collaboration. Uh, so that's coming up soon. But like any other artists, gosh, I mean, I wouldn't know if they would even want to work with me, because sometimes you know how they get territorial sometimes.
Yes. Yes.
So it's kind of like I don't want to say because then they're gonna be like, whatever, But no, I don't know, but I'm very patient. I'm humble, so anybody, I mean, the good one would be Chelly Lattes.
Yes.
Patient with her,
I
Mrs.
could see you working with her.
We could do a ranchera, we could do a mariachi, however she wants to do it. So,
Yes.
yeah, and God, I wish I can go like Shakira and stuff like that, but I can't because they're like way up there.
Hey, you never know. Look at what Carignon is doing right now.
Yeah, that's true.
You never lose hope, Miss Chrissy. I know a lot of the girls. I like I said, I've interviewed a lot of them. They usually go out the box like that, and you know what? Never say never. You just don't know. You never know where the opportunity or door will be knocking down, and you'll be, maybe you'll be the stamp for some of the Tejanos, and you work with somebody out
Um,
in that type of
ac-
genre of music.
I was invited to perform in the Philippines.
Wow! And you didn't go?
I haven't gone yet because it has to be scheduled and
Mhm.
it's like the funding. I
Yes.
You have to, and like it's gonna be too much right now, like to get over there, and it's just a lot of things like holding me back. I mean, I wouldn't mind, but I was asked. I do have fans in the Philippines, of course, Hawaii,
Wow.
families in Hawaii. Got family, fans from Oklahoma, over there in Colorado, everywhere. So my music,
Wow.
yeah.
It's beautiful to hear that because when we first started the show, or when I first started the show, when my boss would tell me, "Hey, we're getting heard here and here," and I'm like, what do they know about Tejano music? Like, I was just so lost.
You'll be
And
military.
yes.
In Hawaii, they're gonna have a Tejano station because of
Wow.
obviously.
Wow, that is nice. Well, you never know. You might, since you're out there or you ever go out there, you show your face, let us know what it is about, and it'll be great to know there's other stations, not just in United States. There's stations like that out there in
Yes,
Hawaii and stuff like that. Yes.
yes. Yeah, and I also want to thank all the radio, DJ radio stations, all the podcasts like Mr. Lawrence Indio here,
Yes.
for playing my music. Texas Powerhouse Radio here in Corpus Christi.
Yeah.
They've been what?
Hear the song?
Who?
Well, yo.
We can call him later.
He showed up late.
he just came in right now.
He showed up late.
You showed up late, Indio. We had my song going.
He can go back. He can go back and rewind if he wants.
So, yeah, Texas Power Radio here in Corpus, they've supported me 100% since day one. With Santos Leal and Mark Leal, they're
Wow.
a big, huge shout out to them as well. You know, because
Yes.
and I mean, like I said, with all the DJs and all the podcasters, there wouldn't be no Crissy E, and of course my fans, you know, everybody. Yeah. So and then like, what were you saying? You said something. Oh, yeah. So that's
no worries, Mr. Lawrence. He said he's under the weather.
yes.
He must have been
He was.
But no, Miss Crissy, you know, what I've been hearing, all I see is you're gonna be. I mean, you're amazing. You're, like I say, you're very humble. You're very open to who you are and how you embrace yourself. And you know, saludos to your husband that he's there. I don't know if he's camera shy or what, but saludos to him.
He's not camera shy at all. Out in all my interviews, I don't know. He's acting like shy right now.
Yeah, so saludos to him. And you know, it's good to have a team like that works together like that. I have a lot of friends that do that have their spouse that they're able to do it together. It works better when you're a team like that, you know, because I know there's always conflicts here and there, or whatever, because they're apart. hello. But
Aloha.
aloha. So
Hi.
yes.
I was saying her, but I probably said the last part wrong.
Mahala nui oi.
There it is. Mahala nui oi.
Mahalo.
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 Nui.
What was oi?
Oi, you're jumping the gun.
I told you it's hard for me to catch on to this. I was trying to learn some Hawaiian, but I didn't get the time to do it.
Mahalo.
Mahalo.
Nui.
The oi.
No.
You had to say nui.
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 Noi. Oh, noi.
N-U-I.
Noi.
Nui.
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 Oi.
Oi.
There you go.
Now say it.
Say it
Mahala
together.
nui oi.
Mahala noi oi.
Hey.
Woohoo! I learned Hawaiian. Yay! But no, thank you guys so much. Now I'm never gonna stop saying that. But thank you so much. It's awesome. Again, Miss Crissy, you wanna like you already talked about how your new song's gonna be put out there.
Yes,
Your stuff you're working with somebody that's, you know, you're coming up with something pretty soon as well, doing a collab with somebody. What more can you talk about yourself a little bit and let people know? You are Tejana, right?
Yes, I'm originally from Corpus Christi, Texas.
Okay, you have Tejano, and what other besides Tejana?
I'm just Tejana. I'm Hispanic, Mexican American.
All the above.
But
So yes, you guys, I know you guys read an article that was put out there. The Hawaiian part is about how she trans her music the Hawaiian beats to the Tejano beats and meshes them together and gives this beautiful music. Miss Crissy, I'm gonna let you go ahead and we're gonna put Bailamos Pronto so people can hear a little bit of the mixture of the instruments. We'll play it for a bit and then I'll cut it off from the middle. So just so that people can know what we're talking about.
But you can play Adicta a Ti because in the beginning it has the scions, right? Is that how you say it?
You guys have
I don't have that one.
So he said that you know how we have us to have our gritos.
Yes.
Hawaiians have their she-who's.
You ever see Maui?
Like Maui's, you know how Maui goes she-hoo.
Let me see. Oh. Let me see if I have it really quick. Give me 1 second. I know we had it.
Innovator. Want to say hi to everyone. I don't want to skip anybody. So aloha to everyone. Saludos. And I'm getting the crap on my face.
Actually, Miss Crissy, I don't have that song, but let me see.
Veremos pronto. And then when we're done, you can message the email and we'll send it. We'll send you all the songs.
Yeah, we only have so far. I only have 2. It's Bailamos Pronto y Vuelve. What was it? Vuelve.
Me loca.
Me vuelve loca, yes.
A ti, camas separadas, quiéreme como te quiero, te ego me olvido, en sé que me ama. That's Me Vuelve Loca.
Were you able to hear the song?
Mm-hmm. Yes, you could hear the song. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Shout out to Rosie Allison.
So yes, you guys go look at her stuff. Your stuff is on all the platforms right now. Spotify, Apple Music. Where else do you have most of your music at?
Or Apple, YouTube. Yeah, it's on all digital platforms.
Yes. So it's on all digital platforms. Go check out her Facebook. Go check. Are you also on TikTok?
Facebook, Instagram. So and I do check them periodically.
So you heard it here, guys. So if you want to know a little bit about Miss Crissy or what she's doing, what she's putting out there, I know I saw a lot of her stuff on Facebook. I do catch on to a lot of her stuff that comes out on Facebook. I am a follower of yours as well, Miss Crissy. Like I said, I love that song, Bailamos Pronto. It's a really, really good song. Go check out her TikToks. Ms. Rosie goes, they're funny TikToks.
Yeah. I like to be funny.
I think we let ourselves out a little bit more on TikTok because I do. Well, I've been putting a lot of just posters, but I used to do funny stuff too. But I got caught up with the whole radio stuff. I don't even do those anymore. So, but yes. Go check out her TikToks. Go check out her Facebook. Do you have Instagram as well?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do have Instagram.
Just go check out all her stuff. Check out her music for all the. I know that right now, and I said it last week. Right now, a lot of festivals are happening. A lot of festivals are looking for artists. Go connect with these artists, guys. You don't have to always bring the name brand bands, but also give these new artists a way to get to those type of events. It's us, the promoter. It's the promoters, the radio people, everybody. If we're not helping them, how are they going to get noticed, guys? And how are we going to be able to push them? So I ask you guys, keep supporting all these new artists, all the established artists as well. To everybody that always makes this happen for the artists, because without the artists, we wouldn't have music. to even be playing for you guys as the fans and everybody out there that listens. So, Miss Crissy, I really, really appreciate you doing this. It was beautiful to get to know you a little bit of what you do and what you've done and what you're doing. Thank you so much for taking this time, to Ms. Rosie for getting this put in here. For everybody that makes this possible, thank you so much for doing this.
Anybody, Indio? 'Cause I can't really see everybody that's coming in or.
Yeah, I only catch whoever comments, so
But thank
I
you.
have to be on my other phone to see who's on. But for everybody that was on, thank you so much. We are also on YouTube and well, of course, Facebook. You can check out if you have missed a little of all what we talked about before. You can check it out and rewind it back on YouTube, or you can wait till we finish this interview and you can go back and watch it again. Again, Miss Crissy, you want to give a little bit of something to your fans to let them know, or your goodbyes and
Yes. I want to thank everybody for listening in and sharing and following on my my music and all all my platforms. I want to thank you, Kelly, for having me. And
yes,
say this wrong? Sirius or Cyrus? Radio.
serious.
Sirius Radio. Is that?
If you're not serious, you're not.
But I'm like Siri, and then my Siri goes on.
No, it's serious, Tejano.
Okay, Sirius Tejano Radio. So I want to thank them as well, and of course Kelly, and thank you, Rosie, for setting this interview up. Rosie with rap, woohoo! And I just want to, a big thank you to everybody joining in and listening to my music, and just to be expecting my new song on April 13th. So
yes. I'm excited. We can't wait to get that music. And if you have any other music, send it our way. We're really, really put it on rotation here. We don't mind. The more the music, the better. It's like I say, music's good for the soul. So, keep putting music out there, Miss Crissy. This station's always open for you. Whatever you need, if whatever help you need, we're here for you. We built this platform for type of people like this that need that extra kick or whatever. We're here for you guys. Because of you guys, we're able to do this. Again, to our fans that keep watching, keep liking our stuff, keep viewing, thank you so much. Aloha to everybody that was on. And Miss Crissy, I wish you all the best. Blessings always to you and to your husband. Thank you so much for chiming in and showing us the song. Again, Miss Crissy, I hope you have a beautiful night. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Aloha.
Yes, so I'm gonna leave you off with Miss Crissy's song, Bailamos Pronto. You guys go check it out. Her new song's coming out April 19th. Don't forget. Oh,
13th of April.
Okay. Yes, so
Thank
go
you.
check it out, guys. We'll catch you guys next Thursday. We'll catch you here Thursday with Cielo Azul's own Jennifer Lynn and Stephanie Ochoa. Thank you, guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.